Having worked in a classroom for several decades, Paul Norman is used to teaching lessons to others. But he says that his 4 daughters, aged 12 through 22, have taught him some valuable lessons.
How to be humble and how to choose my words very carefully.
It was Mr. Norman's wife who prompted him to pursue the vocation to the permanent diaconate. Permanent deacons are church ministers who can preside at weddings, baptisms, and funerals. They also have a duty to serve the people and to preach the gospel. When Mr. Norman is ordained a permanent deacon, he wants to share with the diocese lessons learned from a community that he was part of many years ago, the Franciscans.
I still have a deep love and devotion to St. Francis and the Franciscan spirituality. So simplicity, very much based on what our Holy Father's lifestyle is like, to work with the poor and to serve the needy. We live in a very materialistic world, and it's not all about that. We have to become from self-centered to other-centered.
Mr. Norman is one of 19 men who will be ordained permanent deacons this weekend. One of his classmates, Richard HURST, has decades of teaching experience also. I ask him what he's learned from his students.
I think I've learned, well, for one thing, an amazing amount of patience.
Mr. HURST says that the second greatest lesson he's learned at the school is the ability to communicate, a skill he looks forward to using in this new ministry. He wants to preach the gospel with clarity, deepening the faith of those in the pews.
A lot of people learned their catechism when they were children, and a lot of folks still have a child mentality in their catechism, and so a lot of that has to do with the possibilities of punishment, the possibilities of some form of revenge or retribution as far as a big angry God is concerned. But they don't really know how much God loves them. They don't know how much God has to offer them as far as living their lives in joy and happiness and peace. So hopefully the way I communicate and my ability to communicate will help them to move themselves from a child understanding and with a whole lot of fear in there to an adult understanding and a ton of love.
Mr. HURST and Mr. Norman, along with their classmates, will be ordained at St. Joseph's Co-Cathedral at 11 a.m. this Saturday. Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.